welcome to Manna Inspirations podcast, where we explore the topic of walking with God. I am your host, Sheena Martin. Today, we're going to delve into what it means to embark on a journey of faith and purpose, and how the Bible can guide us on this path. Many people believe that walking with God is simply following a set of rules or going to church on Saturdays and Sundays. But it's much more than that. Walking with God is a journey that requires dedication, commitment, and a willingness to trust in God's plan for our lives. Join me as we explore this journey and the many lessons it teaches us. When we embark on a journey of faith and purpose, we must be prepared to encounter obstacles and challenges along the way. The Bible tells us in Proverbs 3, verses 5 to 6, to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Walking with God requires us to have faith even when we can't see the end of the road. We must trust that God has a plan for our lives, and that plan will ultimately lead us into our purpose. One of the most important lessons we learn on this journey is the importance of prayer. The Bible tells us in Philippians 4 verses 6 to 7 to do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Through prayer, we can communicate with God and seek guidance when we need it the most. Prayer helps us to stay focused on our journey, and it reminds us that we are not alone. We have a higher power, which is Jesus, guiding us every step of the way. Another key component of walking with God is the need for reflection. That is self-reflection. The Bible tells us in Psalms 139 verses 23 to 24, to search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. It's essential to take a step back and examine our thoughts, our actions, and our beliefs. Self-reflection allows us to identify areas where we need to grow and improve. When we're walking with God, we're always striving to be the best versions of ourselves, and self-reflection is a critical tool for achieving that goal. As we walk with God, we begin to develop a sense of purpose. The Bible tells us in Jeremiah 29 verse 11 that, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." We begin to see that we were put on this earth for a reason, and we have a unique role to play in God's plan. This purpose gives us direction and motivates us to keep moving forward even when the road is tough. Walking with God is a journey that requires faith, commitment, and willingness to trust in God's plan. Along the way, we learn important lessons about prayer, self-reflection, and purpose. We discover that we are never alone and that we have Jesus guiding us every step of the way. The Bible provides us with the guidance that we need, the wisdom that we need as we navigate this journey. If you're on this journey, remember to stay focused on your faith, trust in God's plan, and keep walking towards purpose. Thank you for listening. Join me next Wednesday at Manna Inspiration Podcast, and I'm your host, Sheena Martin. Thank you for listening.